So, as a former Rangers player, how did it feel to get one here for Celtic at the weekend?
No, I mean, it felt good. Obviously, we've been in a good, frame of mind the last couple of games, and we headed into it wanting to be on the front foot, being positive, and try to take the game to them. And I think in the end, it was quite a comfortable win, to be honest. And to do that against a team like Celtic is never easy. So definitely was a positive result.
As you say, you've been in a good run of form over the past 2 games in particular, but as a squad, as a disappointing spell before that, how did you sort of drag yourselves out of that?
Well, I mean, obviously when things aren't going the way you want it to, you have to bounce back after each and every game. Sometimes it's tough, and obviously the run reflected that, but we know we're a good team, and it was just about lifting our heads up and realizing we have to work for each other a little bit more. And I think last game, you saw us all back each other up all the time and really show a lot of energy in a game like that. And I think it's something we can carry on with.
Sure.
The Rangers team's changed quite a bit since you were there, Emerson. Is there anyone still there that you keep in touch with?
I mean, there's only a few lads left, like you said. So obviously, it's been really a couple of years since I was there. So lots changed since I was last there. Obviously, I was happy to be there, and I had a great time when I was there. But football's a weird game. I found myself back in Scotland, but with a different team. So I'm really just focusing on Hibs and doing everything I can for Hibs.
How are you enjoying your experience in Scotland this time round compared to 2 years ago?
I think it's similar in terms of the enjoyment. It's just obviously I have a little bit more experience behind my back, and obviously playing in the league before helps a lot. So I kind of knew what to expect going into it this time, and I think obviously just being an older self, I can reflect on things that I could have done better at my last spell, and obviously I'm pleased with what I've done so far. Obviously being injured wasn't great, but I'm happy with the way I bounced back, and hopefully I can just carry it on the rest of the month.
Forgive me for forgetting, what's your situation? Are you here till the end of the season, or is it just until January?
At the moment it's January.
January, and is there any prospect of that?
Honestly, I don't know at the moment, so I don't really have any information on that.
Would you like to stay?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an option, and obviously I'd like to stay, and obviously it's up to the clubs to sort out, and I'm not really into that, getting involved in that too much. I just want to focus on the games, and obviously just continue enjoying myself.
The coaching staff were disappointed to lose you through injury when they were going through a bad spell, and then when you came back, it's maybe not a coincidence that the last 2 results have been pretty good. Do you feel as if the style of your game brings something slightly different to this team?
I don't know. It was honestly, when I was injured, I just wanted to come back as fit as possible, because I knew obviously the run of games we had, every couple of days. But I feel I'm always a player that wants to get on the ball, and I think it helped against Hamilton a little bit. Obviously on Astro things can get a little bit chippy, but I always have that confidence to get on the ball and things like that. So all I wanted to do is come back and just make a positive impact, and thankfully I've done that in the last couple of games. Hope just continue it on.
Was Steven Gerrard a big idol of yours when you were growing up?
I think he was a lot of young midfielders' idol. He was an unbelievable player. Some of the goals he scored, just the effort he always put in. He was someone to always look up to, so I definitely say that.
But you'll obviously have to try and put that to one side completely tomorrow night. It's just a game, I suppose. Is that how you're treating it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, every game is its own, and we're going into it obviously in the back of a good result. So we're heading into it with confidence, but we know it's going to be a tough game at the same time. So we really just got to put in the same amount of effort into it as the last one.
Neil Lennon said that, almost expressed frustration that your team almost raised their game for the big games. Do you feel that your side are good at getting in the right mindset for these games, for the big games? Yeah,
I mean, I think it's an important quality to have, to raise your game when it needs to be raised. But I think obviously we can be more consistent. I think that's a given. Obviously the run we went on wasn't really good enough for the club, and we don't obviously want to ever find ourselves in that situation, but when we do, we kind of want to crawl back out of it earlier than we did. And I think we always head into a match trying to win, and obviously for that spell it didn't work out for whatever reason, but lately it's kind of worked out for us. So we just want to continue that and go in the right direction.